Yes, please.
Okay.
I want as many people to hear this as possible so that we can move forward to the future. Um, I think Karen, Patrick, and Crystal should be coming as well. What's up, Crystal?
Hey.
Hey, hey. Um, while I'm waiting on those other two, and I'm not gonna wait too much longer. When they get here, they get here. Um, I want to start off by saying this. Um, whew, it's been a long time. It's been a very long time, and one of the things that I recognized, especially as I continue to build, as we continue to build this platform, is that a substantial part of my life was going to be made public, right? Um, the massive amount of attention that was going to be on certain areas of my life, my family, etc., etc. However, I consistently tell you all that nobody deserves to be doxxed. Nobody deserves to, well, with the exception of racist bigots, rocket raccoons, folk that mess with kids. Yeah, fuck them. I don't care about them. Um, but when people take things off the app, and many of you say things like, "Oh, you're doing too much. This is drama. This is beef." I really want you to understand just how much you're gaslighting those creators, because people have sought to do things to not just myself, but other large black content creators that could actually affect their real lives. And make sure y'all double tap it, man. I know the Goofy's gonna be in here reporting. I already know it because they don't want this information to get out. I got a lot of stuff to get through, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have so much to get through, and I never do this for lives. I literally have a list. I literally have a list. So I want to make sure that I get through everything, that I touch on every single point. If it's freezing for you, just go out and come back in. Um, I also recognize too that everybody's not going to be honest. I recognize that as well. And I recognize that some people are just going to say things just for the sake of saying them. However, what I've also learned in the past, I don't know, year and a half, is that there's a right way of doing things and there's a wrong way of doing things. And many people for a long time have been doing things the wrong way. I also simultaneously acknowledge, um, let me retract that. I want to apologize to you all. I want to apologize for giving these goofies so much of my attention, taking away so much of my content, because I felt like I had to defend myself. I felt like I had to debunk their claims. And usually plays an anthem for new subscribers, but this is a serious one, I believe. So welcome, fam. Yeah, I'll play it afterwards. Like I said, I'm waiting on Patrick and Aunt Karen. Patrick's here now, um, and Aunt Karen should be coming as well. What up, Pat?
What up, bro?
Um, and continuing on with what I was saying, um, because I genuinely feel that a lot of this took away from my mental health. I'm going to be vulnerable in this moment. Part of the reason why I went back to therapy was because that there are certain emotions that I knew that I just could not show on TikTok because of the narratives that people would drum up, because of the spin-offs that people would come up with. What's up, Aunt Karen? You can come on up and just mute your mic, Aunt Karen. Because of the narratives that people would spin and or videos that they would try to make exploiting my vulnerabilities. This has been very triggering for me. However, simultaneously, I acknowledge that there was only, again, so much public emotion that I could show because, again, people twist things. We've literally seen it. Many of you since being on this app, they'll take one narrative, shift it into something else. And we've seen it. One notable situation is whereby there was a random charge or something like that on my background to whereby individuals went on a campaign to make it seem as though it was something that it was not, something of a sexual nature, when it was nothing more than a dismissed speeding ticket. Many of you don't understand the hell that these individuals have put me through. Well, guess what? Heaven has arrived. Heaven has arrived. Karen, are you coming up? Just let me know. because otherwise I'm going to go ahead and get started. Heaven has arrived. And this is what I simultaneously acknowledge. Somebody has to draw the line in the sand. Somebody has to say, enough is enough. One of the things that I appreciate about, shout out to Voodoo Bay, she challenged us the other week to go a week without talking about them goofies. And it was by far one of the most liberating weeks I had in a very long time, because I recognize they're not going to stop. Well, here's the deal. I now have my stopping point. I now have my line in the sand. And I want to say this to you all as well. Nobody should feel apprehension toward defending themselves. But I want to impress upon you, it is my hope as well as my desire that you understand and that I serve as an example that you can do things the right way and still simultaneously defend yourself and allow these goofies to just fade into the darkness. All right, Karen, what's going on with your, what's going on? You keep on coming in and out. Excuse me. Hold on. Let me just change the orientation. Maybe she can't come up because of the orientation. Let me change the orientation. There we go. It's lagging and freezing. Well, I'm gonna post this. For those of you that are watching, I'm gonna post this to my YouTube. Yeah, if you're lagging, go out and come back in. Karen, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Are you coming up? Yes or no? Because I want to get started. Bro, your live keep freezing like hella crazy. Make sure y'all double tapping, man. They reporting. I know they are. They scared. They've been on live all morning. Scared. Well, guess what? Hey, subscribers, I want you to drop that big comfortable emote in the comments. Because when I say I'm big comfortable, it's not just a phrase. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. All morning, just scared. Drumming up narratives. Scared. Well, you should be. You should be. There she go. I bet. Let's get it. I appreciate you, Karen.
Can you mute yours? Oh, thank you. Sorry, I had to keep coming in and out because it was lagging really bad. So sorry about that. Didn't want to distract. Go ahead.
You good. Let me see if I can switch. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I like this. I like this format better. I want y'all to be able to see me. First and foremost, I want to shout out Gator Bait barbecue sauce, because I figured, you know what I'm saying, if I'm going to be having all of these people in here, I might as well show you all a black-owned business, because this is about to be crucial right here. So I'm going to show you all the dry rub, GatorBaitBarbecueSauce.com, the original. Yep. I speak. You're making this a black business promo? You're damn right I am, because somebody's going to profit off of this. I got my liberation. All right, now let's get into it. First and foremost, I'm gonna drop the biggest bomb on you. I'm gonna drop the biggest bomb on all of you all. NCIS has federally cleared me of all accusations. Federally cleared me. I'm in the process. I've already filed my FOIA report, Freedom of Information Act report. I am now federally cleared. Let me go into that. Individuals have said things about me on this app to whereby I went and opened a case myself. They didn't know this. They wanted to take this to the court of public opinion on TikTok, to whereby all of their evidence was compiled. The narrative that they were never spoken to is a lie. They were given multiple opportunities for interviews that they've publicly turned down. That was noted. A full investigation was done with all of the changing of stories, with all of the additional parties involved, and I've been federally cleared of all accusations. Now, let me clear up some misconceptions. JAG, let me explain to you all how JAG works. JAG only comes to your defense against the civilian when they've filed paperwork. No goofy that has ever said anything about me on an egregious level on this app has filed anything. Federally documented as well. They took this to the court of public opinion on TikTok because they knew that if they put their name and signature on federal documentation, that they would go to jail for false official statement on government documentation. So JAG, it's not that, oh, he's guilty, that's why they're not defending him. You never filed anything. And you cannot, as a service member, weaponize JAG against a civilian. Just to clear up that misconception. Let's see, what else do I got here? Oh, these cases that I said that I had against me, that people have brought against me in the Navy, yeah, they're not of a sexual nature. Let me clear that up as well, now that I finally can do so. There were 5 different situations. The first being an indigenous man by the name of Nathan Hoffman, who literally called my chain of command because I did a video about him and said that he is, quote, demanding a public apology. They threw that shit out. The second thing, Goddess Mia called my chain of command on 2 different occasions. One in which she apparently sent a cease and desist. However, nothing I ever said was a lie. She also tried to say that I was destroying a black woman's business. Upon further investigation, it was never her business to begin with. It was a white man by the name of Mikey Huffman. He was threatening people on TikTok to dox them because in order to purchase merchandise through her website, they would get all of their public information. And me and T. Nathan called them both out. And she started calling my chain of command. That's 2 and 3. 4 and 5 was Granny Coy Bundy. Granny Coy Bundy called my chain of command on multiple occasions to whereby she contacted a Force Master Chief of the United States Navy. That was the first thing. Well, no, that was the second thing. The first thing that she did was falsely accuse me of grooming children on this app because I made a video saying that I'm a part of the BDSM community as a brat taming dominant. Now, let me also say this simultaneously. Anyone that has ever said anything about the sexual conversations that I have on my live streams, me talking about the BDSM community, showing my paddles or anything like that, I want you to ask yourself, how many other creators in the BDSM community have they come after? Or has it only been me? I have never groomed anybody. I've never sexually assaulted anybody, ever. But guess what? There's footage out there of a specific individual saying that they could have some people come forward and say that they sexually assaulted them. That was documented as well. Individuals whom have changed up so many different stories, that was documented as well. The last and final situation is the one that I was dealing with that I've now been federally cleared of. Next up, these goofies think they're going to get me off this app. It's not going to happen. Tomorrow I have an interview with a major magazine. I also have an interview with a major TV network, a reporter from a major TV network. And then I have a young man who's a film director who is going to fly to Hawaii to do a mini documentary series on me and my situations. I've also taken the liberty of compiling all of these situations into writing my 3rd book called The Dark Side of Social Media. When I tell you all, you make me your content, I'll make you my currency, I mean that. By every aspect of the word. Now let's get to this lawsuit, because I know many of you have seen the removal of my playlist as well as the removal of my GoFundMe. I've spoken with my lawyer after paying this lawyer, that lawyer, this lawyer, that lawyer, consultation fees, all that good jazz. Boom, hit the big retainer. Compiled all of the information together. My biggest issue is twofold. Number one, these goofies have never filed anything. And anyone that knows about defamation lawsuits, in order to prove defamation, you have to be able to prove sustainable and or tangible loss. I'm going to be honest with you all. The most that I've lost is my mental health. That's why I went back to therapy. Part of the reason why I went back to therapy. But in terms of brand deals, partnerships, sponsorships, they have not hindered me one way or another. I've done nothing but make money off these goofies. But guess what? This is what I realized. All money ain't good money. I trolled these goofies for months, making new merch designs, made about, I want to say, I crunched the numbers this morning. I think I was a little over 3 bands on 3 different designs in my merch store. Guess what? I took those designs down. because it's time to move forward. Yes, it's easy for me to be petty. Yes, it's easy for me to make money off these goofies, but there's no value in it any longer. Somebody has to draw the line in the sand. Now, I've told you all that the off-ramp to the high road is closed. However, I simultaneously recognize that somebody has to say enough is enough. Somebody has to say it. And I'm going to be the one to lead the charge. Now, I'm going to do, by most humanly possible, every means in my very well-being, because I know at this point, the attacks are going to ramp up because they're angry right now. They're shifting in their seats right now. This is the big reveal? Yes, because you didn't want to go to police, so I went federal. You said I involved a government agency that I did not. Now I did, but I didn't speak about it. Why? Because there were certain ways that I needed to move in order to get things done. And you all just kept doing live streams every single day, kept doing videos every single day, kept doing these joint lives, stalking me on live, all that. All of it is documented. And I'm going to say it again. I've been federally cleared. So if you all try to contact anybody that I'm working with, all I need to do is forward them documentation that I'm going to get from this Freedom of Information Act report, to whereby the full investigation is going to be handed over to me. Now, of course, PII, for those of you that don't know what that is personal identifiable information, is going to be redacted. However, I'm going to have federal clearing. So any company that I work with, any organization that I work with, that you all try to thwart, like you tried to do to Gator-Bait barbecue sauce, like you tried to do to other organizations that you don't know that I know you tried to thwart, yeah, federal documentation. You goofies will not win. You goofies will not win. Now I'm going to speak to you all directly, all of you. I'm not naming any of you specifically. I'm speaking to the whole basement brigade, and you know who you are. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going to jail. I'm not getting kicked out the Navy. And actually, on the 17th of this month, I'm going to be re-enlisting for 6 years in the United States Navy. So far, I have 7 years of honorable service. I ain't never been in trouble. And I don't plan on getting in any time soon. So understand that no matter what you do, no matter what you say, you're going to fail. And you're going to fail miserably. My grandma used to tell me all the time, touch not the anointed. And you all don't know just how tapped in I am. You see, I went to the ancestors for all of you. And you know what they told me? Give it to us. Give it to us. There were many a nights, I'm going to be real, that I tossed and turned because I knew what I wanted to show publicly, I could not. Because I knew the egregious nature of the things in which you are saying is cap. Touch not the anointed. And I've gone to the ancestors on you all. Allow this to serve as my public declaration that unless something absolutely astronomical happens from this moment forward, I will not be uttering any of you all's names. Also, too, this is my final charge to everyone that is listening. Pass the word. Do not tell me any longer that they're watching my lives. I don't care. They're going to watch me anyway. Do not tell me anymore that they've done videos about me. Again, unless it's of a super egregious nature outside of what they've already done that I've been cleared of. Do not tell me that they're live talking about me, because I don't care. It's time to move forward, y'all. And my blue check is coming. I just got verified on another app. I'm in talks with another app to get verified. You can't get rid of me. I'm not going nowhere. And when I get back to the East Coast, me and Conscious going on a speaking tour. I'm not hiding any of my dates. Any of them. if you decide you want to pull up and do something crazy, make sure you have a fresh dress or a fresh suit and 6 close friends willing to carry you, because I'm not playing with any of you. I'm not threatening anyone. I'm promising you, I will defend myself, and God forbid, one of you goofies approach me in an egregious fashion while I have my kids, and I promise you, somebody else is going to raise yours. I'm done with you all. You all have terrified my mutuals, or attempted rather to terrorize my mutuals. My mother have received death threats. My military brothers have received death threats. That's been documented as well. My deceased grandmother was also doxxed. Oh, also too, you all said something about, oh, the FBI is involved in his life. Yeah, because I'm a military service member, and a goofy in Canada doxed my deceased grandmother, whom my family members still live there. I don't know if you all understand, but the government ain't nothing to play with. You all talk about understanding the nature of the government. I am a United States Naval Service member. You live in a whole nother country doxing my family members. That's a big deal, because now talks about extradition may have to happen. I don't think it will, because you're not that important. My family is safe. They got what they need. Quit with the narratives. They're going to fail every single time. And it's because you all are pathetic. If y'all was really making the money that y'all say y'all was making, y'all wouldn't have time to worry about me. Also, too, to the young lady, because I was made aware.
You're muted, bro. Can't hear you. And
On your live, I meant that. Say again. Are we back?
no, you're good.
Okay. Their 17-year-old moderator had something up on the live that she had last night. That was a lie, of course. But then wanted to block me when I came into the live and said, welcome to the big leagues. I got some mentors that work at your school. It's not a threat. Not a threat at all. When I say welcome to the big leagues, they're using you as a pawn. And I want you to understand that there's real life ramifications behind what you do on the internet. So buckle up. Don't say, oh, I'm a child. Why are they coming into a child's live? When you're literally plastering our usernames on the background of your live while simultaneously saying, and I got this in 4K as well, that you don't even have our usernames up. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Also, too, to anyone that says they're trying to, quote, keep the peace, bring about resolve, bridge the gap with those goofies, I want nothing to do with you. I don't care if you're my mutual or not. Let the records reflect any of you, that it gets back to me, that call yourself a mutual of mine after this and still decide to take your goofy ass over there, stay over there. And I mean that. I don't care who you are. Just because we're mutuals does not mean that you're immune to the smoke. The smoke is rated E for everyone. Y'all have a good one. Good day, goofies.